Welcome to Brusha University, and these are some terms and concepts that I've learned from my cognitive psychology class that could help you throughout college. So, problem solving is a big thing in college because you run into a lot of problems. And to solve a problem, you need a strategy. Solving problems by analogy, you may be able to solve one problem by thinking about another similar problem that was solved successfully. For example, if your computer is not working, you can go to one of Brusha's computer labs to complete an assignment. You may have experienced a similar situation before that you solved by doing this. For example, if you had left your computer at home and you don't live in Owensboro, you could have solved that problem by using Brusha's computers. Domain knowledge. So increasing your domain knowledge is important in being successful at Brusha, and a person who has only limited knowledge or familiarity with the topic is far less able to solve problems efficiently in that domain. You will have many classes where you must write papers on a certain topic, and if you do not increase your domain knowledge on that topic, you will not get a good grade. Some ways to increase your domain knowledge at Brusha: you can use the library resources or the databases through Brusha's library page. You can also study your textbooks and any other supplemental resources that are given to you. And you can also use trusted and secure websites to increase your domain knowledge. You can develop sub-goals. So that is where you break a large problem into separate sub-goals, and that will help you better reach your end goal. You have to focus on one thing at a time and create littler goals that will help you achieve your end goal. For example, if you want an A in a class, you have to work hard on each little assignment in order to achieve that. Personally, doing this helps my attitude towards schoolwork and makes me feel like I accomplish more when I look at each assignment as a sub-goal. Selective attention. So this is the ability to attend to one source of information while ignoring other ongoing messages around us. And this is very important right now as college students because most of our classes are online due to COVID-19 right now, and you must use selective attention during class. For example, if you are on Zoom and you're in class and you're in your bedroom and the TV's going on, you have to focus your attention on class instead of the TV or your phone that could cause a distraction. So short-term to long-term memory. Short-term memory is where the immediately present moment is held in consciousness. This is also where comprehension takes place. And then long-term memory is the relatively permanent storage of a lifetime's worth of experience and knowledge. Information from short-term memory can make its way into long-term memory with rehearsal. For example, I'm in the Communication Sciences and Disorders program at Brusha, and every day in my phonetics class we had to write down the manner, place, and voicing of 23 consonants, and I still remember it to this day. Mnemonic devices can also help you in studying. It's an active and strategic method for learning. It includes formal and informal devices. A mnemonic I learned in high school was for the quadratic equation, and it goes along with the song Pop Goes the Weasel. You can make songs or words that rhyme in order to remember what important information. Rhyming in songs is just what helps me remember information best. There's other mnemonic devices you can find that might suit you better. Chunking. So this is a process of dividing a large amount of information into smaller units that are easier to remember and then grouping them together in the end. This helps me learn better because I focus on learning one thing at a time and then piecing it all together at the end. I also did this in my phonetics class. We learned about the different vowels, such as front vowels, then we moved to back vowels, then we moved to simple consonants, and then we moved to harder sounds such as sh and ch. We focused on one group at a time, and by the end of class, I knew them all. Rehearsal. So rehearsal is repeating information over and over again in order to memorize it. A lot of college students do this in order to pass tests. It takes less effort, so it is used often. There are two types of rehearsal. There's maintenance rehearsal, which is the process of repeatedly verbalizing or thinking about a piece of information. This type only lasts for a short period of time. It lasts long enough to pass a test, but not long enough to actually remember the information. And then there's elaborative rehearsal, and that is a memory technique that involves thinking about the meaning of the term to be remembered, as opposed to simply repeating the word to yourself over and over again. And then there's the relearning method. So this method is helpful when you take a cumulative final. You learn things at the beginning of each semester, and you learn a multitude of other things throughout the semester. So you may have one section of your class, and then you'll have a quiz over that. Then you'll move to the next section. Then you'll have a quiz over that. And at the end of the semester, you are required to take a final over everything you have learned in the past semester. It's more likely that you would relearn the material faster because you have already been exposed to it. So if you have a cumulative final, that means you have everything that you've learned in this past semester, and you have to take a final over all of it. And if you have already been exposed to your section 1, then whenever you go back to look at it again, you're going to remember more of it since you've already been exposed. And that is my slideshow about being new to college, and those are some strategies that you can use in order to be successful.